Good morning students. Today we will study about the commerce. Commerce refers to all those activities which help directly and indirectly in the distributions of goods to the ultimate consumers. There will be no use of producing the goods unless and until these goods reach the ultimate consumers. Now, this means that commerce are those activities which directly and indirectly helps the producers to distribute the goods to the consumers. Now, it will be useless to produce goods if we cannot send those goods to the consumers. Various scholars they have defined commerce in a various ways. Now, according to the Evelyn Thomas, commercial occupations deals with the buying and selling of goods, the exchanging commodities and distributions of the finished products. This is what it is known as commerce. Now, commerce is a link between the producers and the consumers. These are the aids, help that is provided to the producers to distribute the goods to the consumers, to provide the goods to the consumers. Now, commerce performs the following functions. Let us see the functions of commerce. Help in removing the hindrance of people. The large variety of goods are produced by a group of person called producers. These goods are produced from another group. This produced for another group called consumers. Now, the persons who produce the goods are called producers and the persons who use the goods are called consumers. Now, these goods which are produced by the producers are transferred to the hand of the consumers. So, this is how the commerce, these obstacles to reach the goods to the consumers is removed by the commerce. Next is help in removing hindrance of places. As we know, the producers, they are located in one place or one or two places. But these goods which are produced by them, it cannot be sent to the various parts of the country until and unless there is no commerce. So commerce helps the goods to reach the different places, helps in removing the hindrances of time. Now, few goods are produced which are seasonally in demand. Now, these goods are not produced throughout the year. Now, those goods are to be protected and to be sent on time to the people for the consumptions. So, this commerce helps the producers to send the goods on time to the people for their consumptions. So, this is the third point, and fourth point is helps in removing hindrances of exchange. Now, the goods and service which are produced by the manufacturers are to be sold to the buyers in exchange of money. This medium of exchange is circulated through the bank, and banks is also a commercial organization which helps the selling of goods and buying of goods in exchange of money. Next is helps in removing hindrances of risk. There are different types of risks where the businessman has to face. The insurance branches of commerce helps in removing the hindrances of risk by providing protections and compensation to the insured. Now, generally goods which are transported from one place to another, there is always a risk of damage of the goods due to accidents or due to natural calamities or due to many other reasons. But this risk of damage of goods are covered by the insurance company, helps in removing the hindrances of knowledge. Now, these manufacturers, those they are producing goods, are to be made aware to the buyers for consuming the goods. Now this is helped, communications is done through the media and which also is a part of commerce and helps to do so. Next is components of commerce. Components of commerce are broadly classified into two. One is trade, another is auxiliaries or aid to trade. Let's see what is trade. Trade implies buying and selling of goods with the aim of earning profit. It is connected with exchange of goods between buyer and sellers. Now trade means buying and selling of goods with an aim of earning profit. This trade is divided into two parts, broadly classified into two, that is home trade and foreign trade. Home trade is again divided into two, wholesale and retail. Foreign trade is divided into import, export and interport. So these are the branches of various types of trade. Now home trade, if the business is performed, if the business, that is buying and selling of goods, is performed within the boundaries of country, it is known as home trade. Now home trade is again divided into wholesaler and retailer. Wholesaler are those who sell the goods in a bulk or big quantities or large quantities to the retailers. They are known as wholesaler. Now retailers they sell goods to the consumers in a small quantity, either in a piece or a packets. So they are known as retail trade. Next is foreign trade. The trade, that is buying and selling of goods, if it is performed beyond the country's boundary of the countries, are known as foreign trade. That is generally it is export and import, which is done over the international boundary of the country. Next we will study about the auxiliaries or aids of business. First is transport and communication. Transport helps the goods to reach to the consumers, whereas communications, that is advertisements, it helps advertising company. They helps the producers by providing knowledge to the buyers about the goods that is produced by the producers. Next is banking and finance. Now these banks and finance companies, they help the producers to produce goods by providing the finance that is required by the business. Next is warehousing. Once the goods are produced, it needs to be stored safely and intact. So these facilities is provided by the warehouse, which are big godowns for keeping the goods safe and intact. Next is insurance. As already I have explained, that insurance helps by protecting the risk of the businessman. Then risk could be loss by the fire, theft, accident and natural calamities. These risks are protected by the insurance company. Next is advertising company. Advertising company helps the producers by providing knowledge to the consumers about the goods produced by the producers. So these are the various aids of trade.